I'm Emmanuel, and welcome to my workbench, and welcome to another long form hunt. Throughout the month of December, I am doing a long form video hunt of these quarters. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on my video last week, so I'm going to be continuing these long form hunts. At least for the month of December. We'll see how it goes in the new year. Maybe I'll alternate with the old form and the new form. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, let's get going with 10 rolls of quarters. Just looking at these enders on top here, and we have a commemorative over here. This is the men's hockey 2002 gold medal, Golden Moments. This was issued in 2009. Nothing special over here. And we have an American over here, an American ender with a Denver mint mark. Very, very cool. Anything on the other side over here? We have another American ender right over here. We have an Olympic coin on, this is the obverse side. If it'll focus here. There we go. Nothing else on, oh, there's another Olympic one over here. 2008 this time. And nothing else on the other rolls. Yeah, I apologize last week. Because I'm sitting down when I'm doing these and the camera is just over my head, I can't, I'm not looking at the screen, so I can't tell when it's focused. I can't tell when I'm showing the coin off center. I'm going to try to see here. On center is right over this colon over here. So now I know that I have to put the coin right about here so it's centered. Hopefully I'll open up my hands more like this when I'm holding the coin so that the camera autofocuses on my hands and not on the mat. So hopefully this video won't have so many issues with the focus and out of frame and all of this stuff. But let's get going and start with roll number one. We'll start with this American ender right here. Let's put it over the colon over here. American ender on this side. Let's see what we have. Now, I believe last week we had 13 Americans in the 10 rolls. And we're going to have 2 in this one. So we have the ender plus 1 more. Anything else? Not that I could see. So what do we have? 1986 Philadelphia. Let's see here. Do it like this. And the ender was a 1989 Denver. Or I should say Philadelphia. There we go. We'll see how that goes for the focus. 2023. So 2023 was a transitional year where they went over to the King Charles III obverse. Somebody had commented that they didn't know that there were 2023s done with Queen Elizabeth's bust on it. And they are not intended for circulation. That's why you don't see them. But I always check my 2023s in case somebody decided to spend one. So let's go ahead and show all of the ones that are commemoratives, colored or not, for this hunt, like I did last hunt. So this is a Golden Jubilee, 50th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II, 1952 to 2002. And so this has a double date next to her bust, instead of having a date here on the caribou side. Here is a July 1999 Millennium coin. 1999 over here, there are mules for September and November to look for. That's where they were stuck with the mules. The mules, I believe, let me see here. The mules, I believe, didn't have the word, they were stuck with the regular obverse, and they didn't have the word 25 cents down below. So they were stuck with the regular obverse. So technically speaking, those coins over here, these mules, don't have the denomination on the coin. I've never found one. We have a 2009 Special Olympics. We can tell by the logo over here. And this one will be the sledge hockey. Very cool. We have another Olympic quarter over here. This is the cross-country skiing, 2009. Yet another Olympic coin. This one is 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009, and this one is speed skating. We have another Olympic over here. Let me just have a quick look. And this one is, well, staying in the skiing theme, this one is downhill skiing. And this one is a 2007. Very cool. Roll 2. And we will have another couple of Americans in this roll as well. Doing an edge check here. There's this one that has a very sharp edge. Nothing special about that one. So our first American here is the Denver Mint Mark. And this one is a Washington 2007. And the other one is a 1981 Denver as well. There you go. Hopefully I am in better focus. 2003 is the transition year from the crowned bust to the uncrowned bust, from this bust here to this bust here. And there is an NIFC with the Winnipeg Mint Mark, the W Mint Mark to the bottom and in front of the Queen here that I always check. And here is the Golden Moments 2002 men's ice hockey. This one was issued in 2009, as you can see on the reverse here. We have found a low mintage 1970, 10 million minted right here. 1970, cool find. And this goes on the board. Our first find in the month of December. Last week's hunt showed very little success other than the American quarters. Here is a Provincial Series Nova Scotia coin from 1992. Now, 1992, there's a rotated New Brunswick, a rotated Northwest Territories, and then rotated Saskatchewan coin. I used to set these aside for sets, but I don't anymore. I have too many of those. So unless they're in pristine condition, I don't bother keeping them anymore. I just don't know what to do with them anymore. Roll 3. We have a dirty coin here, but no Americans on this one. Nothing jumping out at me in this roll, and I just splashed the whole coins all over the place. We have a fairly nice condition. Look at that, 2011. This is the uncolorized Orca. It's in very nice condition. The other side, yeah, not bad. Almost, I would say, almost AU. Another Olympic coin. We haven't seen this one. This one is the men's ice hockey. This one is from 2007. The men's ice hockey, the 2007, not to be confused with the 2007 men's gold medal coin. And that's it for this roll. Roll number 4. We'll have another couple of Americans in this one. And for the edge check, nothing is jumping out at me. So what do we have here? We have a Philadelphia minted Cumberland Gap 2016. And we have a Great Sand Dunes 2014 Denver minted on this one. Very cool. And we are now up to 6 Americans. We have another Olympic coin here. This is the figure skating. It is a 2008. Cool. And that's it for this roll. As long as we keep seeing different Olympic coins, I will keep showing the Olympic coins. But another thing I learned from last week's video is that if I don't talk so much, I can fast forward when I'm not finding any finds. And so I'm trying to keep quiet in between when I'm actually looking for coins, so that I can fast forward these videos, and they're a little bit shorter. I think last week's video was about a half hour. I'm going to try to make that a little bit shorter. But we have one American in this roll. This is a 1978 very well worn coin. No mint mark on this one. Making our 7th American. We are on track right now for 1 American per roll. And that is it for this roll. Let's go to roll 6. Be very nice to see something silvery, but I don't mind seeing something coppery. Here's another American. Nothing else by the edge. Let's flatten these out a little bit here. And the American this time is a 2014 Shenandoah with a Philadelphia mint mark. Excellent. That makes our 8th quarter. Or 8th American quarter, that is to say. Ooh, 1968, an oldie. This is the transitional year when we moved from silver coinage to nickel coinage, but by the color, you can see it's magnetic. So unfortunately, this is not a 50% silver quarter. We have an Olympic quarter here that we haven't seen yet. This is the curling quarter, and it is 2007. Very cool. We have our veteran quarter here from 2005. No colorized ones yet in these rolls. And we have one of my favorite designs. There's some designs that really pop. 2015 was one of those years. That's the year with the Canadian flag and the full-sized poppy. This one is the uncolorized version of the poppy. And here's another Olympic coin we haven't seen yet. This one is 4-man bobsled. This one is a 2008. Very cool. Moving on to roll number 7. We have another American here, second quarter in the stack. Funny edge here, but that one is just a rusted quarter. All right, let's see what we had for the American. This one is an Ellis Island 2017. Oh, I love this design. And that's a Philadelphia mint mark. Cool. And that is number 9. We have a 2011 Peregrine Falcon, uncolorized. And we have 2012 War of 1812 Tecumseh. And another commemorative here, the year 2000 Health quarter. And the last quarter in this roll is a 2009 golden moments celebrating the Canada men's hockey team's win of gold medal in 2002 Winter Olympics. That came out all crooked. And that is it for this roll. Roll 8. Now, it would be nice to have found a colorized version with the raised 2, which is to say a colorized version of that coin that was struck on the non-colorized planchet. Or at least, not planchet, non-colorized die. Will we have our 10th American? Not on this one. Edge check is clean, unfortunately. Nothing jumps out. We have another year 2000 we haven't seen. This one is Achievement. Very cool. And another one. This is Celebration. That's not one of the ones we're looking for the errors. 12 coins in 2000 and 12 coins in 1999. Here is a commemorative for the Golden Jubilee. There was a second version which shows a whole bunch of people holding up a maple leaf for the Queen's Golden Jubilee instead of the caribou. And here we have a colorized bison, 2011. And that one goes on the board. We have one we haven't seen here, wheelchair curling. This is the one that we want the mule for. Here's the wheelchair curling, and you'll get to see it before me. Does it have the Inukshuk or does it have the square logo? It has the square logo. The one with the Inukshuk, the one that has the regular Olympics logo is the mule that we're looking for, and I've never found one. Here is one we haven't seen today, 2000 Ingenuity, and that is not one of the ones with the error either. This one's got grunge on it. I can't even see the year. Let me see here. 2016. And that is it for this roll. Roll number 9 with the American Ender. We have hit our one American quarter per roll in this hunt. And we will have 3 more Americans. So here's the Ender. Here is another copper edge. And here is a third copper edge. The other edges, it would be nice to find a silvery edge, but no luck. Let's see, what do we got? A 1983 Philadelphia for our 10th one. We have a 1992 Philly. And a Denver minted Massachusetts from 2000. And that is it for roll number 9. Last roll of the hunt for today. Roll 10. We have an Olympic Ender on this one. No Americans, no silver edges. Will we find different coins to feature, or have we seen everything? Very few colorized ones in these 10 rolls. Here we have a new one we haven't seen. And this one is from 2008 for the Olympic series, and this is acrobatic skiing. Very cool. And we have a 2017 Hope for a Green Future, celebrating Canada's 150th anniversary. Very cool. There is a colorized version of that one. And the Ender was also an acrobatic skiing. And that is all for this hunt. I do believe that we are good for the Americans. I don't have, I have all of these. None of these are the ones that I am looking for. Essentially, I'm looking for silver, S mint marked coins, and here I go hitting the camera stand. I'm looking for silver, S mint marked coins, and the more recent, I think starting in 2023 possibly for the American coins. Well, let's get right into the giveaway for this month, and it'll be this Solemn Toonie. All you have to do is leave a comment down below, and I will happily send this your way early next year if I draw your name. Well, I hope you enjoyed this long form video. Stay tuned next week for my next one. I'm going to be doing a long form video every week in December and the first week of January. We'll have to see if I continue these. But if you enjoyed this video, I always appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other quarter roll hunts. Until next time, thanks for watching.